Property Committee meeting to order at 5:15 PM, Tuesday, December 15th, 2015, in the first floor conference room at City Hall. All members are present. I'd like to go around the room, just introduce ourselves. I'm Terry Dolan, Committee Chair for Finance and Property.
Darcy Hill.
J.R. Seward, Global Banker Seward Realtors.
Greg Hepp, District 6.
Tom Rio, District 4.
No, you can.
Steve Shepro, City Assessor.
Sue Shell, City Attorney.
Mayor Zach Fruink.
Jake Mathias, City Times.
Joe Terry, Public Works Director.
Lee Tao, District 1.
Item 1, meeting's called to order, as I said. Item 2, authorize the city-initiated community survey on aquatic preferences.
Right on time, I guess, huh, Chairperson?
5:15, man. We
All
started
right,
on time.
We had some discussion, and I sent an email around with the proposal on the subject of determining aquatics preferences of the community. The firm that sent the proposal to us is the same firm that did the proposal for the YMCA project, and in fact, they were more of an in-depth market research, but this proposal is a bit more narrowed and more focused, specific to the 5 areas that were in the proposal. And so I guess I'm curious to feedback or thoughts. Some staff have weighed in on it as well, and feel that in order for us to cross the bridge about understanding resident preferences and desires as it relates to aquatics, we probably should directly ask them their feedback. And this is one such way to do so. And I think the proposal is very fair. And understanding the extent and the cost of the other proposal, the other research project that was undertaken by the Y, this, like I say, is a subset version of that. And I think we can expect a pretty short time window after the holidays, and that's sort of why it's appearing in our December agenda already, is because if we don't approve it in December, that really pushes back results into March, and we don't want to. I don't think any of us want to prolong it any longer than we have to. So, I guess those are my comments on the aquatic survey. I'm curious to people's thoughts and questions.
I read through that. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I think the proposal's fine. I think speed is of essence.
That's what we discussed last time too.
Yeah.
We wanted to have that input prior to making any real decisions. So I think that's good.
Okay.
Terry.
Todd?
Yeah, and to do this is fine. I just have, I guess, some thoughts or questions, and not that we want to put in the survey, maybe set answers, let people respond as we want them to.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wonder if, talking about an aquatic center type of thing, if something shouldn't be in there as far as like zero depth entry, slides, along with the lap swimming, right by it, or space in between, or,
No, it's
sometime, not to, just so
to
they
sway
know, I
them,
guess,
to
what-
give them a good idea.
some more what we're looking at than just
Mhm.
a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Without,
I think it's very important.
Without
Mhm.
putting the answers that we want, or
Right.
some of us may want, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, and I think Phil's
General
approach,
ideas.
that's a great comment, because I think Phil's approach is, in other communities where he's done this work, in the same vein is, put it out there, what are the features under consideration? So that way, as you say, it's not you're leading, but you're really being direct with the public about what features may or may not be in there, so you can test their preferences. What I would ask for is approval to proceed, but also to work with city staff to come up with the survey. And then I don't want to necessarily have to come back to get approval, but I would be more than happy to get your feedback and input on the questionnaire. I just don't want to delay it. So, however, we got to arrive at that conclusion. But I think those are good comments, Tom. And we need to have that stuff in there. Otherwise, we're not going to get good, valid results, I guess. would be
And
the question.
using this company, who had done most of his work, I think, Wise,
Mhm.
And not that that's excluding that, but that, so the people know that it's a city,
Yes.
Right.
thing that we're looking at.
Mhm.
I mean, it could go in conjunction with the Y, it could not, you know, it could be on our own. Other communities may want to come in, so that it's not YMCA specific related.
Mhm. And I think that's important background for the or for the screener, or whoever the interviewer is, to be very explicit. And I think the way we would message it would be that it's a city research project or a city questionnaire. And actually, outside of maybe testing the question and preference of the public, of saying, well, does the public desire a partnership, you know, and that sort of thing, I wouldn't imagine there would be any other real why-focused questions. I think it's just almost that one area of, do they want
what
to,
do you-
yeah. But that's an important piece too, because it's not a why survey. If they wanted to ask the residents about the indoor, outdoor, they would have done so in their survey. I think they maybe are thinking, well, maybe they should have, but it really necessarily wasn't in scope for them to ask that question originally.
Joe?
I think it might be important also as we tee this up to kind of preface it to the public that there have been a number of surveys done in the past and work done in the past by the cities surrounding aquatics. And, you know, this is really laying out some options to further that research, and that we have a unique opportunity to potentially partner versus do something by the city, or a combination of both. You know, so that the public understands that it's not just another survey. It's working off of work that's been done in the past and taking a look at, you know, at the opportunities that we have now and looking for some guidance moving forward.
Yeah, we're at that juncture where we want true input, and
Right.
we're gonna make decisions off that input,
Mhm.
really.
And I think to state that in the opener, and to say the city is going to be using your responses to craft its plan of attack, right? I mean, it's strategy, so I think there's ways for us to do that and be very direct with the people and the public on
Yeah.
that subject.
I think they're waiting for it, to be honest with you, so.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
people have a lot of
everybody.
opinions. I think it's good for us to capture those opinions in some
No,
fashion. and-
yeah. Anybody else?
So I'll make a motion to authorize the city to initiate a community survey on the aquatics preferences based on what
And
we
maybe
talked
to
about.
utilize, I don't know, I'd look to the finance director, or even our clerk here taking notes, for what the
Yeah,
motion
taking
should
notes.
state to pursue with PB&A or PBA and Associates, with
Yeah.
funds to come from, possibly to come from. I mean, there's some question about out to some other possible partners on this project to help underwrite the cost, but unfortunately, the decision's gonna be made prior to today. So I would maybe ask for a fiscal note that we cover our bases there. Tim, do you have any thoughts, just in general? Okay. Sue's
Okay,
got
can
it,
you
the
read
motion.
back that motion?
Motion, but was there a second?
Wait, yeah, I'll second that.
Okay. Motion by Heck, second by Dolan, to proceed with community survey on aquatic preferences with PB&A, is
Yeah,
that
I don't have
correct?
the, probably have the proposal.
And then I was gonna put with city staff to work on
Yeah,
the
city staff,
questions to be paid for, and then I was gonna say a grant from Legacy, but that hasn't been confirmed.
Right, right.
So is the city gonna pay for it if they're
Right.
not gonna pay?
Mm-hmm,
Grant or city funds.
right.
I mean, I guess we could, you know, if it's pool related, you know, we have obviously the meat.
We got the money we
budgetary
put
account
away,
that
yeah.
we're not gonna use, so if
Good
we
charge.
don't get the funding from the, whatever. we can
Some of
take
Tom's
it.
requested transportation might go over
Get
to
that money from somewhere.
Yeah, there's one such reason.
There's no kids watching at home, no.
They're spending it already.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Item 3, in open session, the committee will vote to go into closed session under section 19.85, para 1, para E of the Wisconsin statutes, which reads, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session.
Motion to go into closed session?
Second that.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor? Aye. We are now in closed session.
Supposed to go aye.
This is up. This is-
Good, yeah.
Oh, this is part of this, right?
Right, yep, we're good, yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Make a motion to enter into agreement with LCMS Limited Partnership to purchase the property located at 132nd Street North, parcel number 34-08140 for $100,000.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried.
Okay, right, thank you, gentlemen.
I've got the second one, you got all.
Oh, yeah.
But
Some of our council members are
Yeah,
gone
what is that
tonight, but
person
so
number?
Bruce is here.
Here tonight.
They're here right now, yeah, so.
Great.
So.
Are you able to bring it
Thank
up?
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good, yeah, good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Did the ID number there, right, 34 something?
8171 and 8172.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
8171? Yeah, I just want to get one close by. Is 8172, is that too, right?
What is the address on that one?
320.
8171, I have the address is 310.
8171 is 310. Yes, that's correct.
And what is 8172?
8172 is 320.
320.
And then 8170 is the 111 East Jackson.
Too early.
That's right. Yeah, that's the one, but I don't think that. That's the one.
You need the map? Here's the, I want to make sure.
Are they all the same name?
You have it up there? Yes. Yep.
20 minutes till 6 o'clock, ain't it?
Yeah, all right.
Yes. There's three.
Yep. Maybe it's all on the off the purchase on this side. The whole works? Okay, so this is the next one, I guess. So I go ahead and do that? We're in open, right?
Go ahead.
We're still,
Okay.
Ready?
right outside the door.
Make a motion to enter into an agreement with Charlie's Sports Bar LLC to purchase the properties located at 111 East Jackson Street and 310 First Street North, 320 First Street North, parcel numbers 34-08171 and 34-08170 and 34-8172 for $280,000.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second, any further discussion?
Could you just read back those parcel numbers real quick?
Sure. 34-8171, 8170, and 8172.
Very good.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, no further discussion, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Motion to adjourn,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, adjourned at 5:50. Yes.
Good job.